back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had successfully running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Judicial.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off play action on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for a huge gain on first down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, that opened the eyes to a lot of former players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to club a
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking just inside the red zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
And that's so tough as a defense because they don't want to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back sweep right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute. They do.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in.
That's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding Taylor. He's the continue to feature throughout the game. He can do this kind of damage after he catches the ball.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner
take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Judicials come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle and Coates. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Backs looking for the goal.
That looked great offensive execution. We talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Scanning the field, it's Cruz. Throws into the middle of the field. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, Dave, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the container in the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Breaks the tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Judicials line up to punt it away. The
Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Utah. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Judicials in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds his man. It's York. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39 is 3rd and short. The play action fake. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
He runs to green grass, finds space, QB leads him. Nice, big, explosive play for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he will get home. Quarterback goes down at the 17. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchup
to force him into a field goal try. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. He's still going. Tackle is made, and he's got it pushed to roll from the 6.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he put...
Exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working on the right. Wide open spaces. Smashes ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets the back moving. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Judicials. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You've got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Has to get there to move the sticks.
through the week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my third down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Gonna run it. It's Coates. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Moncrief. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what...
Pulls it in the 1st down and more. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Ducks are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Motion from the back. Toss sweep right. And some trying to take it back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. The Judicials, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Judicial. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He lets one fly deep.
On the field. These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now this offense will take the field again. On the option. The pitch. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
That shoulder delivers the blow. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Judicials can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fullback's got it. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Judicials will line it up on 1st and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll send the back in motion. Pressure coming. Just pulled the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. Down he goes again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go south.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he'll be right out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. So after the huge chunk play, they got it first and goal from the 10. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone.
And they stay close to the final whistle. This offense is going to get to heart. Score it late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock with a no doubt. This one's going to
Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down.